Alright, it's going to be Porcello's start. Let's see. Everyone looks pretty well rested. I'm going to keep Rosario at the top of the lineup there. Bring Nimmo in the game. Bat him second. Oh, what am I going to do with McNeil here? Yeah, feels weird having McNeil bat seventh, but I'll give it a shot. Ramos there in the 8th spot. Alright, let's do it. Going for the sweep, going for better than 500. Which I think would be the first time the Mets would be above 500 all season.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. The Metropolitans look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next.
Well, I don't know if I'd call them division rivals, but...
Rick Porcello, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Boy, this guy was really good in his last one. How about he picked up career win number 150? That's not an easy thing to do. He'd like nothing more than have a good one today and get number 151 in the books.
In now, Jonathan Villar. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, 0-1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, they've come out guns a-blazing so far in this series. Won the first 2 games of this series in blowout fashion. Nothing they'd like more than to win Game 3 of this series and continue their hot winning ways.
Yeah, Dan, there's been a fight at the bat rack. They have really come alive on the offensive side and look to continue that today.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Boy, and it's a good night for the old hot chocolate here. 46 degrees at game time. The 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Miguel Rojas
Not
waits
even
on
close
deck.
with that curveball.
The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Up next from Miami, Miguel Rojas. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen.
Yeah, it was not the intended location of the pitch. That was just a poor execution there. Now I've got speed on the
From
bases.
the belt, kicks and deals. This year against right-handed pitching, Rojas is hitting exactly 200. Not really what you'd call a point of pride for him.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Oh and 1, here it comes. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. So far on the year, Rojas is carrying a slugging percentage under 350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. And he's back in standing. Fastball right back to the mound. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Batting third, the left fielder.
Just what Porcello needed.
Dickerson.
Digging in, Corey Dickerson, trying to get him started again following the double play. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit out towards second. He's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Jose Urena, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, he's going to look to be a little bit better in this one. You could say scattering hits. Allowed 9 hits in his last start. His stuff is much better than that, and he certainly isn't going to be able to give up 9 hits in this one if his team expects to win.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Rosario.
Here's the pitch. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've been mired in a team-wide slump of late, as with the loss last time out, they've now dropped 8 of their last 9 decisions.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
Little chopper back to the mound.
Right to the mound.
And there's 1 away.
Batting second, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo, head-to-head with Jose Urena. He's 4 for 14. He also has 1 home run. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis, the next at bat. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Here's the pitch. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. An inning in the books, no score on MLB Network. New inning set to get underway. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Garrett Cooper batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first down.
Fastball there.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time? That's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
In now, Brian Anderson. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
The 0-1 delivery.
Ball that time. Nope, that's a ball.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
Here's Matt Joyce now. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball, put himself right back in this at bat.
The 2-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Cespedes has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. Swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9.
Alonso.
Alonso had that big night last night.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Ground ball right into the shift. Reined in. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
That's when things are going your way. Because he was
not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play.
Oh, they gave him an error.
So coming to the plate,
What's the
Michael
error
Conforto. 9
Did he
at-bats for him in the
misplay it?
series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits.
I mean, it was he really jammed him. And it was a slow ground ball. Alright, he picks it up, he throws it. Oh, canned the wrong way. Alright. And okay, I mean, it was just late. It's not like you pulled him off the bag. That should be a hit in my opinion. I don't understand that call. Oh well.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1, no strike.
Alonso on at first, nobody out. That evens it up 1-1.
Should be a hit, I agree with you.
From the belt, the pitch. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2.
I'm not advancing on that.
Bouncer
that's
to
a
the
double
left
play.
side. A bare hand for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Ah.
Batting 6. The left fielder. Urena.
Next for the Mets, Yoenis Cespedes. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down.
It's a foul ball. So that's gonna be a hit.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
All right.
Hey, I love the aggressive
Need to stop
nature this guy's
chasing
pitching
here.
with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms
not
extended.
good.
A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Mets go down quickly. We'll move to the third with no score.
That's
Welcome back to Citi Field, where
regroup
these
here.
fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Mets this season. Entering today's action, they've allowed the fewest hits of any team in the league, while also racking up the most strikeouts. As one member of the pitching staff pointed out, we don't give you any breaks. From the beginning of the game to the end, our staff comes at you with nasty stuff, and we back that up with great command as well. Guys, clearly this staff presents opposing lineups with all kinds of challenges.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Marlins.
So stepping in, John Birdie. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. There's Porcello back at it now as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
Yeah, the Mets have pitched well.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Popped him up. Rosario shading to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Settling in now, Jorge Alfaro, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year.
That's with a chance to
First offering on its way.
go into third place.
There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Alfaro, the former Philly, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
1-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
To the plate now, Jose Urena. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Miami down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score.
It's a good inning for Porcello.
So here's Jeff McNeil. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest.
Number 6.
Now here's the pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch is swung on and hit toward VR at second. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting 8. The catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
The pitcher, Rick Porcello, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here's the first pitch to him. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. One strike.
He doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach right here. That sac bunt is definitely staying on.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. There's one onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0.
That bunt was not very good.
Standing in, Jonathan Villar as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
3-0 now. Miguel Rojas will be next.
This guy again.
And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
His speed.
At the plate, Miguel Rojas. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He swings and misses. Throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Well, that stolen base was about as bang-bang as they come, and as show track demonstrates to us right here, it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Lifted down the line in left. Here comes Cespedes.
Damn it.
But he can't get to it, and that'll score the runner from second as it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 1 run, just 1 hit, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Now at the plate, Garrett Cooper. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
He misplayed it.
Now batting.
He score that a base hit.
Brian Anderson.
Like he couldn't. He wouldn't throw it. Like he kept bobbling it. Oh, he did drop it. Okay. Well, at least I have the double play set up.
So now to the plate, Brian Anderson. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Get it.
They'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
The center fielder, number 7, Matt Joyce.
That was a good catch by Alonso.
Into the box now, Matt Joyce. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th.
Try and minimize the damage here.
First delivery to him on the way. Too low, 1-0. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Joyce in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Ready with the 2-0, and it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
The set and the 2-1. Liner toward right center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Standing in now, John Birdie, as he lines it out to center.
Oh,
Nimmo is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mets nothing.
That sucked.
Leading off the inning, Ahmed Rosario, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. Hit in the air out to right. Birdie is there, and there's 1 away.
The batter, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
So striding in, Brandon Nimmo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
Headsets coming off. Here comes the decision, and he is indeed out as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Ready now, Jorge Alfaro looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB. Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
Stepping in now, Jose Urena. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he pulls this one back in time, 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan
It'd be great
Villar.
if I did not walk this guy.
He's set and the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Into the box now, Miguel Rojas. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. But this will land untouched. Hot shot on the ground is short. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone.
Oh God,
That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. So here's Pete Alonso. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. behind 0-2 now. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Conforto. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
And a dive, but he's back in. A runner at first with no outs here. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Swing hard liner to left center. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Boy, Dero, anytime a lefty takes that pitch on the outer third and drives it the other way, you have to be awfully impressed.
Yeah, you have to be. It reminds me of Will Clark back in the day taking that ball the other way. You have to be able to play with the whole field to have success in the big leagues.
1 ball, no strikes to count. None out, runners at first and second. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
2-0, here it is. Drilled to the left side. The tag gets 1. On to first, and Cespedes grounds into a double play.
That's devastating.
The batter, number 6.
Stepping into the box, Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
Now a pickoff play at second, and a dive, but he's back. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Yeah. 2-1 now.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Full count now, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because They don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases.
Run in. That's a double.
He's in at second safely. As they also push across a score to make it a one-run game.
Not sure why the pitching coach is even going to the mound. This guy's been on cruise control the entire game. Might be he's just giving his pitcher a chance to catch his breath, regroup, and regain some of that focus.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So digging in now, Corey Dickerson. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Corey Dickerson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. And this will be no problem over at third. And there's the first out.
Garrett Hoover.
Striding in, Garrett Cooper. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard toward the right side. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He's around first, heading for 2.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
In now, Brian Anderson. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
In today's game of seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it, I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force feed something the other way.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
At the plate now, Matt Joyce, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. To short. Rosario brings it in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
Okay, it's time to pinch hit. Alright, I guess Lowry will be the pinch hitter.
Jed Lowry.
And
he's going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Yes. Lowry.
Betances throwing in the pen.
Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
At the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. On the ground to third. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow!
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. That gets down and the inning continues. So a nice job there by the two-hole hitter to extend the inning for the middle of the order.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
First things first, here's a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. At the plate, J.D. Davis, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
A runner on first with 2 away. Bat explodes as this is popped up. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1. Our score remains 2-1. Dylan Betances is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 68, Dylan Betances.
Coming to the plate now, John Birdie. He has flied and lined out in 2 trips in this one.
John Birdie.
First delivery to him on the way.
Count 1-0.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Got him. The slurve
right.
that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So now to the plate, Jorge Alfaro. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Lifted in the air toward the line and right.
Oh.
And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Into the box now, Jose Urena, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
To the plate now, Jonathan Villar will swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. The 0-1 offering. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Late swing on that curveball right there to run the count 0-2. Don't think he recognized that one too well.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Marlins leave 1. They still lead it 2-1.
Francis is pumped.
Stepping into the box, Pete Alonso. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. 0-1 delivery. Popped him up.
Oh,
Alfaro is there.
damn it.
1 out.
Power swing. There's a power pop
Now
up.
batting, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Digging in now, Michael Conforto. A hit in 2 tries so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Dickerson will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center
really
for
a
the
gap.
second out of the inning.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
Pitch to hit.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Just late on it.
And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Ready to be.
Leading off for Miami, the shortstop, Miguel.
Seth Lugo is called upon, and it's not for his usual role. Just hoping to keep the deficit at 1 here.
Seth Lugo.
Yeah, not a good game for Cespedes.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike. The Mets are looking for the sweep in this game, as we mentioned earlier, but trailing by 1, they're going to need to come from behind to do it.
This one's still well in striking distance. Only trailing by 1 going late on to the game. They just need a bloop and a blast or some kind of extra base hit. This one's far from over.
Now batting,
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown nine have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Ready once again, Corey Dickerson, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Stepping in, Garrett Cooper, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
This guy's been hitting me well tonight.
Here comes the first pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Skied into very shallow right. Here comes the right fielder.
He misplayed it.
He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They lead it 2-1. Adam Conley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 61, Adam Conley.
Stepping up now, Jeff McNeil. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
Deep.
And
it's
as
gone!
Have heard before, that ball's out of here. A solo shot down the line in right, and we are tied again.
So the Marlins bullpen
Big
fails
time
to hold
at
it
bat
down.
right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
That 0-1 pitch, and he takes it into the right field. Sands.
The catcher, number 40.
Stepping in now, Wilson Ramos, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
Deep.
And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in at second base with nobody out. He's got himself a double.
We got
Hey,
a
guys,
pinch
I
run
like the
here.
execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove
He's
a line
got no
drive base
speed.
hit.
All right, we're gonna have a pinch hitter and a pinch runner. So, on the base paths, the fastest guy that I have still available is going to be Marisnik. So I'm gonna have him be my runner. And for the pinch hitter, Nunez maybe. Or should I do a lefty pinch hitter? I mean, I still have Cano here, and I hit the home run with McNeil. Actually, the guy with the best contact stats against a left-hander is Cano. So I think I'm going to do that. Put Cano into pinch
Robinson
hit.
Cano will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 24, Robinson Cano.
And yeah, I'm going to do a pinch runner for Ramos. There you
Jake
go.
Marisnik will come on now and pinch
Number
run
16,
here.
Jake Marisnik.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Rounded softly down the line toward first. And he'll take this to the bag himself
All right,
for the
at least
first
it
out,
moves
but
him
it's
up.
a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Up next,
Well, good fundamental baseball might just win him this ball game. They had the go-ahead run at second base, so this guy knows exactly what he has to do. Just a simple ground ball to the right side gets that guy to third, and now all sorts of ways to take the lead.
Rosario
So
up
the
in a
batting
big
order
spot
turns
here.
over now and set to go Ahmed Rosario. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And they start him out away with a cold strike.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D, where with the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
That's a
Slapped
hit.
hard the opposite way. And the go-ahead run will score from
All
third
right.
as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Ro. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Brandon Kinsler answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the ninth inning without any trouble. At the plate now, Brandon Nimmo taken high and deep to right. Racing back, the right fielder still ranging back. And it's gone.
Now we're talking.
A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Fourth home run here in the early going. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, it took a little while for the Mets to start hitting. but they found the
And
groove.
the home crowd has really come to life here in the bottom of the 8th. They know as well as anybody
Boy, look
that
at
a
that,
3-run
belt
lead
high.
this late in the game is awfully tough to overcome, especially on the road. 3 outs, and this one is theirs.
And he got all of that one.
Up next to the net, the third baseman.
At the plate, J.D. Davis. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
4 runs here in this half inning. And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full. That's popped up. And that's in there. Base hit.
All right.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
So now to the plate, Pete Alonso. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Runners on first with 1 down. And he fouls this one off. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Here now the 2-2.
Just got a piece.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
From the stretch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Yeah, it was all. I think that slider was a strike too. The one in Alonso's strikeout.
Is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Tough pitch to hit. I agree. Now he's behind on Conforto here. I figure he's looking for something to hit.
The 2-0 on the way.
Yeah. Changeup. Sort of out in front of it. You have to figure Conforto's still looking for something to hit here. And a sinker down the inside. Fouls it off. Should have taken that one. That would have been a
2 out with the man at first. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first.
Hoping to get one
Lots
more
of
shot
possible outcomes on this pitch.
on deck. He'd like some redemption.
Now the payoff pitch home. A swing by Conforto, and this is
And
driven to deep
shot.
right. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. 8th home run on the season for him, and the lead is now 7-2.
Not bad.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Yimi Garcia enters here looking to get the final
Yeah,
out
he
before
has.
the 9th inning.
Hit the ball hard all night.
93, Yimi Garcia.
So now Garcia comes in to face Cespedes, who hasn't hit the ball at all tonight. 2 ugly-looking strikeouts.
Now batting. The left
Here's the
fielder.
left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Outside, 3-0 now. Jeff McNeil would be next. Three and 1 to the Mets left fielder.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1 pitch.
Aw.
Two out, nobody on. High in the air into shallow left center.
Nah, it's gonna be caught.
Dickerson's there.
Damn.
And that ends the inning. But they managed to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. We've played 8 full. It's the Mets 7 and the Marlins 2.
Your attention, please.
No. Maurice Thick is not catching.
Number 16. Jake.
I'm gonna fix that in a second here. All right, so Edwin Diaz, I'm just gonna give him some work here because he actually hasn't thrown in a while. Who just made the last out? Cespedes, so I'm gonna take him out of the game. Let's see.
Edwin Diaz will come on now and he'll slide into
I gotta fix some stuff here.
the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch.
Oh,
Robinson Cano will stay in the ballgame now
I
as
gotta.
he comes on
I've
to play
got to.
second here.
I've got to change my catcher. Marisnik doesn't know how to catch. This is a mistake. But it's not letting me make the substitution right now. I'll do it after the warm-up. This is silly. There we go. Substitutions. Let's fix this mess.
Ready now for the Marlins,
Nito
Brian
comes
Anderson.
in.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the.
And I need to fix some more things here. Cano's in the game at second base. This is kind of messed up. I'm going to put Smith there in left field. You know, give him some practice out
Game
there.
so far. Dominic Smith is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field.
Now playing left field, number 2, Dominic Smith.
From the stretch. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
That pitch is out.
As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
So striding forward now, Matt Joyce. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
So Diaz getting some work in for the first time since his
Lifted in the air to center.
Since his appearance
Waiting on it
against
is
the
Nimmo.
Brewers last series, where he was charged with the blown save.
The right fielder, number 5, John Birdie.
Digging in to try it again, John Birdie. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th.
Non-save opportunity. Birdie at the plate.
And the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Mets fans sensing a sweep, the first of the 2020 season.
A ball and a strike.
Late inning comeback. And the Mets looking to be over 500.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
That's strike 2.
And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. And that misses 2-2.
That one. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Miami down to their last strike. A punch out to end it, and the Mets break out the brooms at home and sweep their division rivals.
Yeah, this game was decided in the 8th. That was a huge offensive fireworks coming into the 8th inning. And when the other guys put up a big inning like that against you late in the game, it's really tough to make any kind of a comeback.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Metropolitans came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Seth Lugo gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
All right, so a nice come-from-behind win in the late innings here.
Ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets. 7 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Marlins, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 41,922.
Do a replay.
Thank you for your continued support, and remind you to please get home safely.
Get home safely. All right, here's the highlight reel. Early in the game, we had Rojas with the ground rule double here. It bounced into the stands there. I believe he would later score. On this double by Matt Joyce. Conforto with the first hit of the game. In the bottom of the 5th. Opposite field single. And then McNeil will drive in the first Mets run with that double down the left field line. That would score Conforto. The score would go 2-1. And that's how it would stay for a while. Betances struck out the side in the 7th in relief. A big strikeout there. And then the big hit to tie up the game in the bottom of the 8th. McNeil with the solo home run. Just fair. And that tied it up. That was off of Adam Conley, the reliever. And then things went downhill for the Marlins from there. Rosario with an opposite field single. Nimmo crushing 2-run home run to right field. And then Conforto with a 2-run home run to right field. That was on a 2-strike count. Into the bullpen. Diaz came in to close it out. And he got him. Player of the game is Jeff McNeil, 2 for 3. Have a quick look at the box score here. Both Cooper and Alfaro are the 2 Marlins with multi-hit games. Scroll down here for the pitching staff. You can see Urena pitched solidly, and it was his game to win. He did not have a lot of run support, though, and the bullpen lost it for him with Conley and Kinsler giving up some home runs. So for the Mets, Nimmo with 2 hits, Conforto with 2 hits, and McNeil with 2 hits. You see that 0 for 4 for Cespedes in the middle of the lineup. That was a tough day for him, including the 2 strikeouts. Going down to the home runs, so 3 Mets home runs, Nimmo, McNeil, and Conforto. And then here's the pitching. Porcello pitched okay. It's a no decision for him. Betances struck out the side. He looked solid. Lugo picks up his 2nd win of the year. And then Diaz with an effective 9th inning. So we'll have a look at the standings. right, I'm going to advance the day. Here's our next game. Take a look at the standings here.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the New York Mets earned the 3-game series sweep as they beat the visiting Marlins 7-2. The Atlanta Braves sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 10-9. The Dodgers knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 8-4. The Cubbies got 12 hits in this one as they bested the visiting Padres 5-3. The Milwaukee Brewers completed a 3-game series sweep as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 8-7. The Colorado Rockies combined for a 4-hitter as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 5-2. The Boston Red Sox smacked 15 team hits as they blew out the Jays 10-1. The A's allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the extra inning victory against the Indians 3-2. Garrett Cole pitched his way to his 100th career victory as the Bronx Bombers defeated Detroit 4-3. The Minnesota Twins grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Mariners 4-1. The Chi Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 1-0.
I didn't even see that. That's
the Rays
like not even
totaled
realistic.
11 hits as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 6-1.
Oh,
And that's what's
oh
going
my
on
God.
around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for
after
more
this video,
updates
I'm
from
gonna
around
have
Major
to
League
investigate
Baseball.
This. That's just something is awry in Detroit. Anyway, yeah, DeGrom versus Glasnow. Now, I don't think Glasnow is actually on the Braves in real life. I think this was a trade that the game made recently. So I'll look into that, and I'll have that info before the next game. But yep, got the ace on the mound for the Mets for the next game, and that's going to be a 7:20 p.m. game in Atlanta for the 3-game series. So after that, it'll be a day off, and then they go to Miami Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And that's followed by... it's a quick road trip, I guess. Yeah, and then they come back home and they face Atlanta and then Cincinnati. So that's what we have to look forward to. And yeah, I'll see you at that next game. Have a good one.